Let's talk about that feeling of dread we get before going to the gym. It's such a weird mix. You want to improve your body, you want to feel better, but the bit you actually have to do going to the gym feels so uncomfortable. You walk in, see all these people who look like they know exactly what they're doing, and there you are, standing there with no clue where to start. So what do? You head straight for the treadmill because at least that's where you feel safe. Yep, that was me every single time. So what I'm going to do in this video is break down a few simple things that will help you finally feel in control at the gym. By the end of this video, you'll know all the do's and don'ts. You'll understand how to build confidence step by step, and you'll actually start to feel like you belong there because you do. But first, let me tell you this, and this is no lie. When I first started training, I felt completely intimidated and honestly a bit let down by myself. I wanted to feel strong and confident, but every session I'd end up knackered from cardio because that's all I really know. I may be followed with a few dumbbell curls, a couple of resistance machines, but nothing structured. And lifting heavy, forget it. I was terrified. I was scared to fail. I thought failure meant I wasn't strong enough. But now I know lifting to failure is how you grow, and that's the goal. When you join a gym, the first thing you want to do is get familiar with it. So book the induction. Seriously, it's worth doing. Have a walk around with a trainer and ask them to show you where everything is. Dumbbells, the machines, the lockers, the toilets, the stretching area. And ask this question, when are your quieter times? So you can go when it's less busy, or at least until you feel a bit more comfortable mixing in with the crowd. You'll usually notice a few main areas as you walk around. You'll see a cardio area with the treadmills, the bikes and the rowers. That's great for warming up and getting your heart rate going. Then you'll have the area with the resistance machines in. These are brilliant for beginners because they help you learn the movement patterns safely. You'll see a free weights area where the dumbbells, the barbells, the squat racks and the benches are. That's where you'll do your strength training. And finally, there'll be a functional area or a stretching area, which usually has like the mats and the foam rollers and the bands. And this is good space for mobility and ab work or cooling down at the end. Make sure during your induction you ask how to adjust the resistance machines properly. Don't just guess, and ask where the safety bars are and things like the squat rack or the Smith machine. It's easy for whoever's showing you around to overlook these basics, but they really are the things you need to know to feel safe when you're training. Okay, so let's talk about gym etiquette, basically how not to be that person. The gym's a pretty simple place once you've been a few times, but there are a few basic courtesies that make a big difference. First up, wipe down the machines or benches after you use them. No one wants to sit in someone else's back sweat, it's grim. Next, put your weights back when you're done. It's annoying having to walk across the gym trying to find the matching dumbbell. And if you're using a barbell, take your plates off when you finish and rack them where they belong. Try not to hog the equipment either. If you know you've still got a couple of sets left and someone's clearly waiting, offer to let them work in between. Just say something like,
I've got 2 sets left, you're welcome to jump in.
It's a really nice way to share and it keeps things moving. Keep your bags and coats off the main gym floor. Use the lockers if you can. If you've got something small, like your phone or your water bottle, keep it close to you so it's not in anyone's way. What you want to avoid is taking up space that someone else might need. That quiet corner might be the only place someone feels comfortable doing their ab work or stretching, so don't block it with your coats and your bags. Also, be super mindful when you're walking around. Try not to bump into anyone or brush someone's elbow while they're lifting. That can be really dangerous. So give people plenty of space. And another one, don't interrupt mid-set. If you need to ask something, wait until they've finished the exercise. They'll appreciate it and you'll get a much nicer response. All these little things might sound minor, but they do go a long way. They show respect for this space and for everyone in it. And that respect makes you feel more confident too. So moving on to the equipment, because this is where a lot of people start to feel a bit awkward. The machines and weights aren't there to intimidate you, even though they feel that way. They're tools. They're literally designed to help you train safely and build strength. So don't ever feel embarrassed taking a bit of time to set them up properly. Always adjust the seat or the handles before you start so you don't look silly doing it. You'll look more silly if you don't. If the setup doesn't feel right, it probably isn't, so take a moment to get comfortable. Most machines have a little diagram showing you which muscles they work and which parts move. The pins or the handles that adjust are usually a different colour, so that's your clue. Sometimes they can be stiff or a bit stuck, and that's usually from the cleaning spray or just wear and tear. So if they don't budge easily, don't panic, just give it a bit of welly. And if you're really not sure how to use a piece of kit, just ask a member of staff. That's literally what they're there for. And trust me, they'd rather help you set it up right than see you struggle or hurt yourself. If you're following one of my programs like Zero to Gym Hero, you've got everything you need inside the MySuperoFit app. All the videos, the form, cues, and this is something that you can check before or during your workout. Once you start feeling confident setting things up, that hesitation disappears and you stop second guessing yourself, and suddenly you realise you do actually know what you're doing. This next part's really important. Own your space. Feeling confident in the gym isn't about acting like you know it all. It's about being comfortable in what you're there to do. Pop your headphones in, have a plan ready, and focus on your session. Once you know what you're doing, that confidence naturally starts to show. You'll meet all sorts of people in the gym. Most are great, friendly, focused, and just doing their own thing. But occasionally you'll meet the odd one who stares a bit too long or gives off that "I've been here longer" vibe. Those people exist everywhere, at work, on the road, sitting up the arse of a learner driver. It's not you, so don't let them bother you. If someone's standing too close and making you feel uncomfortable, it's perfectly fine to say,
Hey, could you give me a little space, please?
be polite but stand your ground. And of course, be mindful of your own space too. Sit up somewhere you're not in anyone's way, take your turn on machines, and when you're done, move on. When you've got a plan, a bit of focus, and you're training with purpose, you'll start to feel more relaxed. The gym won't feel like such an unfamiliar place, and it'll start to feel like your space too. Everyone, even the ones who look super confident now, started exactly where you are. The difference is they kept showing up until it felt natural. All right, let's finish with the bit that really changes everything: tracking your progress and having a plan. If you keep going to the gym and doing a bit of this and a bit of that and just hoping for the best, you'll stay stuck in that getting too used to it phase forever. Give yourself a few sessions to settle in, and then it's time to get focused. You need a plan, one that's structured, progressive, and made for you. That's how you start seeing results. It gives you direction every time you walk in, so you're not wandering around guessing what to do next. Start checking your reps, your sets, and the weights you're lifting. It might feel small, but that's where the growth happens. When you see those numbers creeping up, and when the weights that used to feel heavy start to feel manageable, that's confidence. Celebrate every win, no matter how small. Maybe you used a new machine today and had to make the weight heavier on the stack from the last person. Or maybe you just turned up even when you didn't want to. That's all progress. And if you're following one of my programs through the MySuperoFit app, you'll already have everything you need built in. Your workouts, your progress tracker, check-ins, and even a habit tracking, all in one place. You can literally see your confidence and strength grow week by week. And that's how you build control in the gym, not through perfection, but through evidence. Every bit of progress you track reminds you that you belong there and that you're doing exactly what you set out to do. So feeling in control at the gym doesn't just click one day, it happens gradually. Every session you show up, even the ones where you really don't fancy it, you get that little bit more comfortable. Confidence isn't about being the strongest person in the room or knowing what every machine does. It's about having a plan, learning as you go, and trusting yourself to keep turning up. And honestly, don't stress if people look at you. Everyone glances around. There are mirrors everywhere. The experienced lifters aren't judging you. Half the time they're checking you're safe, and the other newbies are probably just looking for ideas. And we've all done something daft before. I've nearly lost a finger racking a dumbbell or dropped a plate on my foot. So believe me, everyone has been there. Don't let it knock your confidence. Everyone in the gym has been a beginner at some point. No one skipped that stage. The only difference is they just kept going until it started to feel natural. And that's exactly what will happen for you too. If you want some structure and proper guidance to take away the guesswork, my Zero to Gym Hero program walks you through everything step by step. From your first workout to actually feeling like you belong there. It's all inside the app with the videos, the instructions, and the tracking built in, so you can just follow along and build confidence as you go. I'll drop the link below if you want to check it out, but honestly, even if you just use what we've talked about today, you'll notice a difference next time you walk in, because you'll have a plan, and that's half the battle. Right, no more hiding in the corner. Go in there and show the gym who's boss. See you soon.